All right. Hello and welcome to Fragments of Remains, session 15. Since it's been roughly 3 weeks since we all last convened, how is everyone's time off? Let's start with you, Lindsay. I feel like you have a lot to share, especially with some of our conversations that we had.
Yeah, one of my highlights is that I had spaghetti for dinner. That was really good. Great start to the new year.
Yeah, that's about as much as I figured I was going to get out of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Modar, you're giving us a little bit of a sneak peek into your New Year's so far, but what about the rest of the weeks that we've been away?
It's been we've been very busy down here. Lots of people coming down here for vacation through the holidays. Made a bunch of money and now ready to relax and enjoy a couple of weeks of chilling and some D&D for the next couple of nights.
Do you have time off, or is it just like
Just
your
my
normal
normal
time?
Tuesday, just my normal Tuesday, Wednesday off.
No, word. Well, at least you get your normal days. How about you, Togo?
It was pretty good. I guess I took off the Wednesday before Christmas and I didn't come back to work until today. So, yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I drove up to outside DC and I spent a week up there with my girlfriend. But the whole family was together for Christmas and we played board games and ever since COVID, we've been doing what we normally go on bar crawls together as like my parents and my sister, but we have started doing house crawls where we go in one room and we shoot pool or do something like that, and then we drink something there, and then we move to another game or place and play like a board game. And we go like throw darts, and we drink in different houses as we move around.
Mm.
So
Did I
it was a
mention
lot
I
of
had
fun.
spaghetti? It was really good.
Imagine if you had more than 2 rooms to go into your house. Must be nice. Just, Zanashi, what about you?
I mean, other than the move, just getting situated, getting everything, trying to get prepared for when I start back running the regular games with you guys, or some of you and the others. Not really much, man.
Word? Well, even though we had some time off, it definitely felt odd for me not playing D&D for a couple weeks. Um, Missed it a lot, which was weird. I didn't think I was gonna be not wanting to play or wanting to play so badly, I should say. But it was nice to kind of recharge the batteries and have some time to just do whatever I wanted, essentially. But I know that it's again been some time since we played, so I'll open up the floor to each of you for a bit of a recap. I will, as best as we can, anyways.
I know we're going to the mines, and there was some. We had that fight with the drow that almost we thought we was going to lose Valencia, but we didn't.
We. Okay.
Uh, we met the group of individuals, went back to and traveled with them to Achenbaum. Achenbaum, right? That was the town. That traveled with them back there. While there, we didn't do a whole lot. Did some resting. If I remember correctly, I believe Zanashi decided to steal some items from a shrine. We
She put a
sold.
candle midsection, or it's a groin as well.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Yes, she decided to deface one of their statues to a god, and then we sold the extra loot we got from that we had to one of the local merchants, or wait, no, he's finding us buyers, right? Was that what it was?
No, we sold it
We
directly
sold
to
it.
him instead of trying to use him as a go-between. We just got rid of it and washed our hands.
All right, okay, yep. And then from there, we are we're traveling down to this mine to see if we can clear it out for them.
And one of the reasons that we're interested is because there was a underground boat that we heard about that Togo thought sounded awfully familiar to, or similar to the descriptions that we were given by what's his name?
About the flying
Rill?
ships, yes.
About the flying ships, and that there were boat parts that crashed into the earth and are now hidden in places. And
Yeah, bonus points for remembering that. If you didn't have inspiration, I'd say mark it down, but I'm pretty sure you still have it.
I think I used my inspiration, but I've marked down my inspiration. Oh, and there's ghosts in this cave as well.
Yes, we're expecting to deal with ghosts, yes.
Yeah, that about sums it up. There were a couple of other things that aren't necessarily super meaningful, but just that had happened just as like a little refresher. Your dream that took place a little over a week ago now, Modar. The other thing that I wanted to point out is that you did send Miss Hiza to go down to Mito to get the help, but you wanted to make sure that you guys had at least a couple days here ahead of time. So she left
All right,
the
that
same
was what.
day.
Okay, that's what we did, because I thought we had her doing something. At first, I thought it was weapons. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, so I knew we had her doing something, or him doing something.
Wait, you mean Yaradel? Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Yardle
Sorry,
Hiza.
I had the Yaradel. Okay, perfect.
So, we'll go ahead and jump into game. The last little bits of detail that I gave each of you as you made your con saves is that you did see a purplish skull kind of evaporating in a smoke-like mist as it made its approach to you, and as it engulfed each of your bodies, it did dissipate, and you did not feel any lingering effects from the such. Other than that, the sounds of the waves and the seagulls above are kind of just filling the air, as you did hear a bit of a ting, ting from inside.
Is there a door?
No, before you lays about a 20-foot wide and 15-foot tall mine entrance. You can see a little bit of remnants of like tracks and things from wagons, most being covered from the wind from the shoreline.
I'm gonna unsheath my, or I say unsheath. I'm gonna pull my axe off of my back and start proceeding in to the cave entrance.
Valencia would take out the crossbow and the short sword.
I guess I'm gonna follow in.
I'll wait for you all to get on the map before I move.
Yeah, I need to edit my inventory on the side.
Is it dark in the cave, I'm assuming?
Yes.
One sec.
What level of light do we have? Like, no light or
The
low
light
light?
that you have right now is the light that is coming in from just the sun from the outside. It's a little bit later in the day as it is nearing. Trying to remember without flipping back over, but I'm gonna have to flip back to the notes. This is nearing 4 p.m. on April, I believe the 16th.
All right, how do I add my character to the sheet?
When you go to the journal, drag your name text, not the actual token.
Yep.
I don't think I have the updated image for my character. Actually, that
Once you drag it, it'll show up as the updated one.
Yeah, I saved the token.
Okay,
I
well.
didn't save the image.
Got it.
So, as you make your way in, Zanashi, taking the point, you will begin to see the bottom, like, kind of little bit of light going on to what appears to be a minotaur from the best you can tell.
I have
Is
superior
it?
dark vision.
Does
so-
it see me?
It appears that it does.
Bonus action, I'm going into a rage and I'm charging.
All right. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Initiative. I love this. Battle music.
Me too. It's fun.
Take my first one.
I got other battle music going on.
All right, so I need to. Okay, you're good on that one, Modar, and then we have the initiative. All right. So at the top of the turn order, with round one, we have you, Zanashi.
Togo rolled a 21.
The first one
I
was the
double
13.
clicked.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, my bad. Okay. Okay, so like I said, bonus action, rage, and I am going to run up and swing on this huge thing. I want to be triumphant and look strong in front of my friends.
All right.
Secretly, I'm a little intimidated by the size of this thing and that it looks like it potentially isn't alive.
Go ahead.
You said what
and...
looked like a minotaur, correct?
Yes, it resembles what you had seen with the Minotaur that was traveling with the group. This one has its flesh kind of falling from its bones, where you can see some of its muscle and its bone structure peering out. Its head is a full skull with green eyes and horns going out to the sides. The 22 is a hit. For a nice chunk of damage.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all I can do at the moment. So that's my turn.
All right. So obviously, like, I can go over. You guys know where the walls are. Make it a little bit easier to uncover. So, while this undead-like minotaur is standing before you with a great axe in its hand, you, Zanashi, can you give me a perception check at advantage, please?
Am I trying to perceive something behind it?
Yes, correctly.
Or
Correct.
something behind you.
Okay, if it's something behind it and I'm already inside, it's a little dark. Is it like pitch black where I'm at?
Yes, from like where the only light is coming from behind you from the entrance.
But where you're trying to get me to roll perception to, is that in pitch black?
Yes, it is.
So
The
it's
reason,
dim light, so it's going to be at disadvantage. So I'll roll normal then.
but it's not going to be just for sight. It's also going to be because of the sound as well, and because it's in a
Okay.
cave, it's echoing, which is going to give you a little bit of a boof on it. Okay.
I didn't roll. Hold on. All right. I thought I had to plus sign up with it, but
So you still hear like the ping ding, and it kind of seems to be picking up pace as you kind of catch out of the corner of your eye a same kind of like skin, but like a much smaller than the minotaur. This appears to be a kobold, green skin kind of peeling away from it, and you can see it where its horns have kind of lost most of the flesh surrounding its on its horns, and has appeared with some of the skull.
hey Togo, there's a really cute lizard-like creature up here.
What?
And then as that one kind of steps up to where it gets, the minotaur in front of you, Zanashi, will take a swing for a 26 to hit.
I'm gonna use my agile ability and make him miss. Of course, that's a hit.
All right, so as it sinks in, it will deal a total of, let me recount that just to make sure, 6, 12, and, all right, 19 damage.
What happened to your... Oh, there it is.
And that is it for that. You keep hearing like the ping, 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 ding, ding. And coming around a corner towards your north side, you see another kobold-like creature.
Another lizard creature. There's two of them.
Togo.
Also, when you moved that, it had your whatever distance tracker you had on there. I don't know if you meant to show us that, but
Yep, just so you guys knew it's dashing.
okay.
Plus, I gotta count.
Fair enough. I'm gonna move 20 feet up here, and then so there's 3 of them. And then starting in the square above Zanashi, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire, which is a 20 square, or is 20 square feet.
Okay.
and cast it going in front of Zanashi on the Minotaur and the 2 kobolds.
And I believe that is a dex save, right?
DC 15. Yeah.
Okay. So from left to right, we'll go like kobold, minotaur, kobold. Okay.
Okay.
That is a 13. That is a 0. And that's a 4. All great rolls.
Awesome. Perfect. And then I am gonna turn and look to my left and see if I see anything down that hallway. Or the chasm. Or the, like,
Yeah, I just wanted to mark those with the
this
dot.
way.
I will kind of unveil to your vision, but since it is dark and the light isn't like wrapping,
I do
like,
not have dark vision,
Yep,
so
that's-
if you don't, yeah.
That's
okay.
why I'm not going that far, but that's about as far as you'll see. So you do see like this slightly what appears to be a smashed wooden structure.
Alright, I think that will be it. I think, yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay. Alencia.
So Alencia, move here and we'll try to peer around her surroundings with superiorist dark vision.
All right. So should get you to about there. Do, 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 do. Something about there before like it kind of gets out of your line of sight.
Alencia is impressed by her amazing eyesight.
Look with your special eyes.
So seeing another kobold creature to the northwest side of like your cardinal direction northwest, and then the 3 that are right before Alencia, just after she's been struck with the great axe.
They're coming. Hold them at this choke point. And I'll fire an arrow at the Minotaur, poisoned.
All right. $15 is a miss.
So, am I not able to attack again with an offhand?
I believe the unarmed strike just says that you have to make the attack action.
Right. I'm saying I'm holding 2 weapons. So
How about rolling an advantage, man?
Oh, yes, you do get advantage from the fairy fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I always wanted to see the same number again.
I bet their AC is 16, or his. I bet you anything. When we find that AC, you're going to find out you just suck by 1.
Yeah, Alencia will leave the cave if that's the case. But where if I have 2 weapons in my hand, do I get to attack with both?
No, you just get to make the unarmed strike. Unless
Alright.
you have like another attack action, but I don't think that you do.
Well, shoot. I was really banking on that poison. I guess Alencia will decide to hold the line with Zanashi.
Out of character, would poison really affect an undead, though? Probably not.
I don't know.
It didn't say it wouldn't, so I just assumed
It does
would.
have meat and flesh on it, so like,
I don't know. I mean, I may be wrong. I just feel like undead's probably got some kind of immunity to poison. They're already dead. I don't know.
Could always test it and find out. But was that it for you, Alencia?
No, I'm gonna smack it.
All right.
If you roll another 15, man, I'm going to laugh.
roll a 16 and hit. Roll a 16 and hit.
And it still is at advantage. The 20 will hit.
Nice.
The AC remains a mystery.
Well, we know it's above a 15 and below a 20.
That's correct.
It could be a
Uh,
20.
I doubt it. I just feel like it's a 16, but I could be wrong. I've never used an undead minotaur, so I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be it.
All right. So I did move that one forward. So what I'm going to do is switch these right here. Put that on him.
Did you move one out? and
Yeah, I clicked the wrong one and I didn't realize it till just then. But this one can really only get to here anyways. So Modar.
All right. Going to step up here. Going to cast. I can see the Minotaur well enough from here. No, I don't have dark vision either.
Well, now, I mean, you don't have dark vision, but at the moment it's still being, like, outlined in, like, that violet light from Togo's Fairy Fire.
All right.
So, it'd be, I mean, at this distance, the natural light was still there. You could at least see, like, a bit of it. But at this point, with it being outlined, I would think that you could see the entire thing quite clearly.
Yeah, so I'm spending my action to cast Dancing Lights. Freaking Zanashi's charged in before I could do it before this started, so that way everybody can see. So I'm gonna throw Dancing Lights right behind, or right on top, or right over the where the Minotaur is, right there on that choke point.
All right. So as you extend your hand, and the dancing lights come out, do you have anything else for your turn?
No, that is an action. So at the moment, nope.
And is that a concentration spell as well?
It is.
Boo.
Yeah, no, it's not the best one in the world, but whatever.
So as we move back to the top of the turn order for round 2, everyone's kind of stepped up to this checkpoint or choke point. A couple of blows have been exchanged. Minotaur landing one blow as each of you struck this creature twice. Modar has illuminated the battlefield with the dancing lights as these little blobs of flame kind of trickle around, giving off enough light and illuminating the area. And it is now your turn, Zanashi.
Die, you foul beast.
$19 will hit.
We're getting closer to the AC. Ooh, damage is even better this time.
Nice.
Yep, nice damage. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
His face kind of looks like he told like a really funny joke, and he's like looking around for a reaction. Like, eh?
Huh?
So, yep,
Huh?
I end my turn there.
All right. Oh, going through the space. Oh, well, I can't even do that. So hold on one second. It'll go there, and then let me just move that out of the way, and yeah, that's about it.
Wow,
I don't
that
have-
kobold really lifted the Minotaur up in the
No,
air.
no, I
Like
just
a
had to move
cloud.
it so I could click the token. And then the kobold will try to poke at you with its javelin that it has. As you can see, it kind of dinged up and like quite worn. It seems to be what this creature was hitting to make the sounds. And that is an 18 to hit
That's a hit.
for... Huh. I don't know how that works out totally, but I guess 0 damage?
Yeah, if you roll a 1, then that's 0.
That sucks.
Clue, did you half the damage from the first hit from the Minotaur?
I did. It was
Okay.
19, so half is 9.
And then the half, because it's a 1 for this, if it's halved and you round down, that's 0 damage. Or it should be a minimum of 1, I think, right?
I can look it up. Go ahead and go to the next person, and if it is, I'll let you know.
All right. Well, then the Minotaur will try to slash at you again with the Great Axe for a 25 to hit. For 20 damage on the Great Axe attack, so halved is 10 for you. Then that's all that can do. And this one will just have to dash and get here. Difficult terrain and shitty movement speed kind of sucks. Togo. This kobold kind of squeezing out, you see, and just like... So it kind of pokes out from in between Zanashi and Alencia.
I am going to place my hand. Actually, how's injured is Zanashi looking?
If I had to give a rough estimate, 50%-ish.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So hurt, not like deathly dying, but definitely feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got an answer for you.
Shoot, let me hear it.
What I've researched, both places I went, both of them say a roll of a damage of 1 in half is a half, and a half rounds down to none. But you can, as the DM, say that there can't be a minimum of 1. It's got to be the minimum damage has to be at least 1. That's DM call there, obviously. But everybody's saying that it should be 0, but the DM can make it worse, 1 if that's what you want.
Well, thanks for answering the question, but just so, we'll make the minimum 1, but for this, it's literally still 0 damage because it's a D6 minus 1 for the modifier, and I rolled a 1, so the minus 1 makes it a 0. That's why I was like, huh, how does that work?
Yeah, I've done that before with stuff that's got a negative modifier.
Yep, so, still 0 halved is still 0. But good to know for the future. Togo, you said you're reaching out your hand and you're going to cure wounds on Zanashi.
Mm-hmm. And then...
So just so you know, Zanashi, while you were looking that up, you did take another 10 damage overall.
Okay, so 5.
No, 10 damage overall after the half,
Oh,
so it was 20,
okay.
I guess, in total. Like,
Okay.
overall total.
And then that'll end my turn.
All right, so then got the heal overall taking 4 damage after that gets ironed out, and then we move to Valencia.
Valencia, seeing the kobold slip through, quickly turns around and slashes at it with her new sword for the first time.
Oh, goody. The 23 will hit.
Ooh, nice. If poison affects it, I hope it does.
Oh, I hit wrong button. Hold on. There we
Oh,
go.
you mean you teasing us on? We thought it was
No,
dead.
I hit my push to talk, so it came up with an odd thing because I have it keyed to my mouse. There we go. About halfway. It's like you kind of slash in. You can see where it's like burning the skin, but it like immediately kind of goes out, and you can assume that the poison had no effect.
Oh, the poison had no effect?
Correct.
So I was right. I just had that feeling.
In that case, flurry of blows.
$22 hits.
Nice roll.
4
Gotta
damage.
stop rolling 1 damage rolls.
Same target, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how's Zanashi looking?
Rough estimate looks about 65%.
Yeah.
Is
6
that
healing.
like a cantrip of yours, or is it?
Yeah, what is that? Is that a bonus action?
What is?
Mercy.
Your healing.
That's a mercy monk. I get to heal during my flurry of blows.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. All right, 6 more.
That's it.
All right. So after you hit this kobold in like the back of the head, and whap, you can see its like skin kind of just be pushed away as it just like glides smoothly across the skull, and then you reach out and heal Zanashi.
And you taking it off where they can't see my hit points, or I can't see them anymore.
Oh, like for the total?
Yeah, well, it shows the such and such /45.
It was there. It disappeared for me for a minute, but now it's back for me. I can see yours now.
Oh, not
Can I also like free action like change weapons?
Correct. Yes.
Alright, and I got my staff out again.
All right. This guy will have to move here, and then that's it. Modar, your turn. Dancing lights are above. You can see everything clearly.
All right. I am going to take a shot at the guy to the left of Zanashi with Firebolt.
All right. The attack, I believe, is at advantage still. That's a hit. Good chunk of damage. You can see some of the skin kind of get peeled away and incinerated as the firebolt kind of connects with it. And then it quickly, like the flash of the little bit of light illuminating from the firebolt dissipates.
That will be my action.
Round 3.
I am going to. I guess I'm going to attack the one on my left.
All right.
Oh, I
Dope.
wish I'd have had that on the other one. All right. This ain't going to be all the damage because I'm getting this right this time. I know it's enough to kill him, but give me a second.
How do you do criticals in?
I don't think it should have gave you the 7. Unless I'm missing something. But while you're going over that, this is enough to kill it. So anything you want to add to it?
Yeah, when you score a critical hit, roll one of the dice an additional time and add it to the extra damage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it considers that extra slashing damage, assuming it's part of the actual damage and not part of rage.
So an
So-
extra 3 points.
I get
Well-
the feeling it just gets demolished.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
it's already.
I don't know if it coded it in, but that 2 plus your 7.
Yeah, I don't know what that
It's
is.
it's your rage damage. It's adding it because it thinks it's actual
Yeah.
weapon damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
everything
probably
is correct except for the 7.
Got it.
that's straight out of the dang D&D Beyond, but
I think that the D12 that you had that you just
Yeah.
rolled, that's your D12. I think that might be
Yeah.
it. I could be wrong, and it could be what Alencia is saying, but I'm not sure.
yeah, it
Either
should
way.
be 11 plus 3, 12. I think.
Oh, you have brutal criticals. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Then that should be good. That's 25 damage.
Or savage attack or something like that. Whenever I hit a
That.
go critical, I get to roll an extra damage die.
Whatever the half work thing is.
Yeah. But
So the one that you had just killed is was next, so it brings us to the Minotaur for the next turn if you were completed.
I am actually, yeah, I'm done.
All right. The Minotaur, that is a 15 to hit. Sorry.
I am gonna use cutting words.
All right. D8, right? Correct? Or is it a 6 still?
I think I'm still at 6. Yeah, I'm still at D6. I think I get D8 at like 6th level.
Give me the D6.
Was it dash RD6?
Slash RD6 with a space in between the R and the D. Or up in like the top left, you can click the little thing that looks like a dice and then click the
Oh yeah. Oh, 3.
D6 from there. But 3, so then that brings it down to a 12.
Clue.
Oh, what is it?
A 12 to hit
12?
with the great axe. I'm pretty sure it's a miss.
What I get to attack again?
No.
No.
The Minotaur is swinging at you. It was a 15, but then Togo used cutting words to drop it down
okay.
to a 12.
Okay, yeah, that's a miss.
I didn't know what your AC was, but I thought it was like 14 to 16. So it's like, let's use
15 right on the money.
it.
Nice. So brings us to the kobold as the Minotaur like swings forward with the great axe, and you give a bit of a distraction, Togo, which is just enough time for Zanashi to dodge out of the way. And as she does that, the kobold will try to retaliate to Alencia's attack for a 20, which will
Yeah.
deal 2 damage.
No mercy.
Take that as it kind of hits you with the spear, finding just a little bit of room to dig in the kind of blunted tip of the spear, and not dealing as much damage as you would think. Togo, it's your turn.
I am going to move up next to Zanashi over the dead kobold. Do you want to leave a token there, or? I'm assuming I
I'll
can
move
do
it to the back, but you will provoke an attack of opportunity.
That is fine.
Yay!
For 0 damage.
It's an 18 to hit. Fuck you.
That'll hit. Is it for 0 damage?
It was. I rolled another natural one.
Nice. As I run up, I'm gonna look at the Minotaur and say, "We're gonna turn you into beef broth and cast Cutting Words." Or, sorry, Vicious Mockery.
You know, it's like,
Oh.
what?
All right, nice.
DC 15 Wisdom save.
You said on the Minotaur, correct?
Yes.
All right, so that will be a 12. So that's a fail.
Awesome.
So that is 3 damage and then disadvantage on its next
The
attack.
next attack roll. Yes.
Make it look like he's got back pain.
That axe looks really heavy. I mean, like, I get it.
Oof. Anything else for your turn?
That'll be it.
Valencia.
Valencia is going to turn and hit the Minotaur, realizing that it would take probably a full day for the kobold to kill her. So she will swing.
Hey, if I got really lucky, I could have got a natural 20 for potentially
damage.
1 damage.
Yeah, you could have beat me up over the course of the next few weeks.
Yeah, it might have taken longer than a day. You're using the quarterstaff or using the sword?
Corsa.
Okay. 22 hits the Minotaur.
I'll use 2 charges. Where did I put it? There.
All right.
Then I'll go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say for a total of 6. With the blood
Okay.
or the extra from your charges, anyways.
And then I'll just sidekick the kobold and harass it with my heel.
The 11 hits.
Okay.
All right. Well, you harassed it enough to take it down. How do you want to kill it with the sidekick with your heels?
So without paying attention to the kobold, she kicks her left leg to her side, and then she hears a ah, and then she turns her head and is like, "Is it dead?" Oh, as he sees that her heel went through its eye socket, and then she just pulls it out and is like, "Ugh."
And as you do, it kind of like loses the little bit of support it was getting from the heel, holding it up, and it just falls down to the floor. Anything else?
No.
All right. So as you take that one down, it will move us to the next kobold, and it will try to maneuver about, attacking you with the spear, Togo. For a 4. I got you. I got you now. And as it kind of like just tries to lunge forward, its like arm kind of becomes like slightly drooped. It almost appears that it's halfway dislocated, and it just right into the cave wall. Modar.
All right. The Minotaur is pretty much like over the top of them, right? I can see it without any problem. Take a shot at it.
Yep.
Yep. I'm firing another firebolt at the Minotaur at that.
All right. Just remember advantage. $17 will hit.
We're getting closer to that 16.
Hey, I'll take it. And then I will take like 2 of the lights and start moving them back a little bit to see if there's anything else coming. That way, if anything else comes in behind these creatures, we'll see it.
Got it.
So, like, take one of them and not the point.
Anything else?
That should do.
All right. So as the lights kind of like go off like 10, 15 feet in the west and north directions, we do move back to the top of the turn order with Zanashi.
I'm going to swing with all of my might at this Minotaur creature.
All right. Both 25s.
Ooh,
Not
that's a
bad.
good swing with all my might. I was only 1 off max.
Nice.
Yep. Nice damage.
And that's it for my turn.
All right. Well, it'll try to attack again. This time, it has disadvantage from the cutting words, which is a
Vicious mockery, you mean?
16. Or yeah, I said that did the same thing Togo did.
Yep,
That is a 16 to hit.
that is a hit.
It's 15 in total. So I think that is 7 for you. And that'll be it. Going to Togo. That one is dead.
I'm going to continue to stand there and berate this Minotaur and yell, whew! I thought I smelled garbage heaps I thought I've seen garbage heaps that smell bad. Get a load of this guy. And once again, mock. Just sit there and mock it.
All right. That is a 10 on the save. As you deal a little bit more damage to it, it will have disadvantage on its next attack. Yet again. Anything else for your turn?
That'll be it.
Valencia?
She's gonna try to attempt to stab into it with her sword.
Okay.
That's not my sword, sorry.
19's a hit. For this one, as you kind of sink in your sword, you can see where the poison starts to emit, trickling through and having quite a bit more of an effect. And as it does, you can see the light from the Minotaur's eyes begin to fade.
thunder.
I didn't mean to. I just had to see what the soul's capable of.
Just messing with you.
Oh, sorry.
Anything else?
She's gonna walk over and stand menacingly over this kobold, kind of just being intimidating as much as she can.
End of turn?
Nah, I'm gonna kick it.
Oh, okay. Ooh, the 8's a miss.
I just shoo it away with my foot.
Is it kind of like you take like a swing at it with a kicking and just kind of like steps back and like gives you like a glazed, confused look as it kind of just stares at you blankly. And then is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
And then it will retaliate with an attack for a 19 to hit. Ooh, this one's good. This one's 4 damage.
Ooh.
She kind of just lets it happen.
It sticks into like your leg after like you swing forward, just pricking you a bit and drawing a tiny bit of blood. Will bring us to Modar's turn. You can see where these attacks are coming from, but this kobold is definitely quite obscured from your position.
Alright. I can move. Give me a second. I can move over there, right?
Yep.
$20 feet there, and how's my view there at that point? Can I see it? I
Oh,
got the
yeah.
lights in behind it.
Yep, you got the lights from behind it, and it's not as covered from like the wall and the extension of Togo.
Alright, I'll take a shot with Firebolt again. This one's not at advantage, correct? There's nothing weird going on with this one. No one's hit
Correct.
it yet.
Just regular attack roll. The 16 is enough to hit it for 10 damage. All right. Anything else for your turn, sir?
That should do it.
All right. So after Alencia steals the glory from the kill on the Minotaur, Zanashi, it is now back to your turn with only this single kobold remaining.
Okay, I'm going to run through Alencia, shoving her out of the way.
You gonna let it happen, Alencia?
I don't see it happening, so I guess I
All
will.
right. So as you kind of push past Alencia, she gets pushed forward just after taking that prick to the leg and just against the cave wall. Not
Out of my
super rough,
way,
but enough for you to clear the
Alencia.
way.
This one's mine.
It's just stunned silent.
And I miss.
That's actually a hit, bud.
Really?
Yep.
I haven't been paying attention to what rolls have been hitting.
An
those
8
damn
has
things.
missed, but I think an 11 hit before.
And that's enough to take this one down. Anything you'd like to add?
Told you it was mine.
Right.
So as the last strike, as you bring this one down and it falls, and hear like a fing as the spear tip like connects with the cave's floor, can each of you give me a perception check?
Oh, okay. I guess for sound.
Yep.
Oh, that's why it's doing it. It's rolling it in D&D Beyond as well.
What's that?
The second perception check.
Are you pushing shift whenever you can do it?
No, I'm just used to Fantasy Grounds and I'm double clicking.
Yeah, I did the same thing for a little while there. You got to remember, Fantasy Grounds is a double click. This is a single click. It's hard to
Yeah,
get used
it's.
to.
Yeah,
I'll get there. I'll get
it's kind of tilting. It always messes with me when I play on Wednesday's game. So I
I mean,
feel your guys' pain.
some people like have advantage ticked on and roll 20 and just never turn it off, and always just they take the first roll if it's not advantage.
Yep. So as the field clears and the last sound of the spear hitting the floor echoes out, you do have a bit of light, giving you enough way to see just down where to where would be your northwest direction. Zanashi kind of seems to fork off in two directions. One looking to go to the south and maybe a little bit more towards the west. And then there's also the path above you that lies behind a broken cart that there are a couple of skeletons that lie before it. Surrounding the rest of you, Togo and Modar, with the lights in here being in the angles that they are, you can see a bit of glimmer coming from your southwest direction near the broken wood. Dead bodies line the floor with mining tools. Shovels is mainly what you can see in this room, but you can see that the skeletons up in the northern direction do have a couple mining picks.
Do I notice any torches laying around on the ground or on the walls or near the bodies?
You don't see any in this location.
Okay. Also, is the kobold that I'm standing on rather juicy as I step off of it? Is it just bones or is it still kind of
Yeah,
gushy?
it's got a little bit of like that rotting flesh kind of texture. So it's like you kind of like step off it, you'll hear like as it kind
As I
of
do
like.
that, I can prestidigitation on my shoes and clean them off. Disgusting.
And at this point, Modar is going to cast Mage Armor on himself.
Mage armor's
Never
not a
mind.
concentration.
Yes.
I always ask him
What's that?
because I was
It's
like,
not.
man, mage armor would suck if it was.
It's not concentration, but it does cast an action to cast. That's why I didn't cast it. It was like either do damage or throw this, and I wasn't in danger before, so that's why I didn't waste an action on it. If we're going into this thing that's got a bunch of shit, it lasts 8 hours and it's not concentration.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's great to cast before you get into a fight, but once you do, it's kind of a pain in the ass because you can't attack or anything when you cast it. All right, and with that, Modar will. You said there's something glowing down here to the southwest.
Yeah, it seems to be catching like and flickering a bit of light.
All right, so I'll use one of the lights and start moving it down this way.
Down over towards that crushed object.
Yes.
I'm gonna go over and start looking for the glimmering thing, assuming I see it.
Yes, you will. So you had a pretty decent perception check. Yeah,
I had
17.
a 10, not the
Oh, yeah, the 10.
the 17.
I'll let you get it. It's not that big of a
If
deal.
other people see it, whatever. But okay.
So as you like approach it, you can see what appears to be a crushed wooden chest, smashed into two main pieces and shatters and remnants of wood. remains on the ground. From like the little glimmering of lights down in the dirt, you can see a yellow, a red, and a white glimmer.
I'm gonna pull out the candle from my bag and cast prestidigitation and kind of stick the candle into the chest, looking in to see what they are, or into the remnants of the chest.
So you will see quite a bit of glimmers, and the prestidigitation doesn't have like the effect that you actually would like it to have.
I pulled a candle out. Not it can light or snuff a candle, torch, or small campfire.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to clean it. I'm sorry.
No. You can soil or clean an object.
It's like 1
Yeah.
square inch or
They're
1 square
they're
foot or
more
something like that.
like kind of like halfway covered, not like necessarily dirty.
Okay. No. I wasn't meaning like uncover, like dig. No. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I was just trying to light up the candle.
Yep. So inside you can see like the bunch of glimmers.
Oh, hey. I'll kind of poke around, seeing like whatever's on the surface, and if I think more stuff's been buried, maybe push it down a little bit. But I'm not gonna like start digging right now while we're still kind of investigating.
All right. Go ahead and just give me an investigation check, and we'll use that roll for more of like a flavor, knowing like the idea of what you're trying to do. Okay. So like going through and like maneuvering like the dirt here and there and like pressing down, as like you press your finger, you can feel in the areas that you press down, it goes through soft dirt and then eventually finding a like hard object. Unsure of what it is, unless you wish to uncover it. But you do find and uncover the yellow gem, a red gem, and what you would know to be a pearl. And in fact, with that investigation check, I would like to point
Did you
out.
just cut out for everybody else?
Did
No.
I?
No.
No, I could hear him fine.
So it was a yellow, a red, and then a pearl. But I was gonna just add on that from your check, you would also know that this is a freshwater pearl.
Oh, okay. And I'll say, hey guys, there's some looks like golden stuff buried.
Golden stuff. Are you saying
Gold
that
and
loud
other
enough?
things.
Are
Yeah,
you-
I would call it over my shoulder. Though, if I can, I would pocket the pearl as I find it, if I can do it without Modar noticing it.
you trying
Sleight
to
of
get a
hand
pearl
check.
necklace?
Modar, if you'd like to make a perception check on that, you can.
My passive perception is 12.
Yeah. As I was saying, you can attempt, but definitely higher than your
Yeah.
passive.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not actively looking for anything right now.
Good call. This is why I like you guys. And then
Clear's trying to argue for disadvantage.
other than that, Alencia, with your sight in the area that you are in, you can see that the ceiling kind of goes up about 10 to 15 more feet from the entranceway if you're in. With being like a high domed like ceiling, you can see the supports of the wooden beams holding it up that trace down the walls down to the base of the base of the mine. And you can also see that someone has scrawled along the northwestern wall from your direction. Here, where I'm pinging. Death has risen. Written in common.
Okay. She will walk over and heal Zanashi. Good work.
Thank you, Alencia. I was just messing with you earlier during combat.
Let me know when you all finish looking.
I'll stand up and say, yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of gold or there's some gold and stuff down here and pull out whatever's sitting on top and kind of maybe juggle them a little bit. But the freshwater pearl is in my
Yeah. So
bag.
what you take out and kind of like just pull like up in your hands after pocketing your little treasure there. The rest around you, Togo, will see a yellow gem and the red gem. You know this to be a banded agate and a red spinal. Or spinel. I don't know. I suck at reading.
Awesome. I'll share that to Modar and Zinmashi and say, and kind of walk away and be like, we can pawn this off in the next village we see or something. I guess maybe the next town we're planning on going to.
Yes, definitely.
What means pawn?
Or sell,
Oh, okay.
because I guess we wouldn't want to pawn them, but
Yes, it definitely could be useful.
I don't know, Modar, can you use these in your any of your spells?
What is it? Red spinal.
They're
These are
linked
all
in chat.
they're like gems.
They're gems. Yep.
At the moment, I don't believe any of my spells require anything of that nature. But you never know what we might find in here. And I am also going to call my owl and have him fly a little kind of not maybe just scout out a little bit ahead of it and like give us a warning if anything starts coming down. Like go up to that maybe where that card is and sit there for the moment.
All right. You see the owl, or like the owl token.
What's that? Oh, you made one?
Well, I mean, I just grabbed one real quick.
Yeah, gotcha.
You should be able to move it. There you go.
So
I like the owlness.
come up there and sit there for the moment.
So, with the owl sight, if I'm not mistaken, they're listed with dark vision. Like peering into the dark room, you can catch a couple of glimmers of red, blue, and yellow. You can also see a little bit extra stuff from the owl as well. And
It's
they're
a
not.
keen hearing and sight.
Mhm.
Owl has advantage on wisdom perception, on hearing and sight, dark vision, passive perception 13.
Yep.
Yeah, 120 foot of dark vision.
There you go.
All right, well, this is starting off very interesting.
Didn't they say they saw ghosts, not risen undead skeleton creatures?
They did. I would assume that's probably going to be a little further, and we'll see what happens, I guess.
Huh. That's odd.
If necromental energy is coming from deeper within, then I suppose it wouldn't be too odd to find undead here as well.
I mean, I guess I don't really know much about necromancy though, so
Me neither. It was just an educated guess.
that's fair.
Necromancy is not something that I have studied, but
I'm assuming your dancing lights are kind of bouncing around, Modar.
yeah, I've got they're kind of in the area. After we find that, I'll move the other one up, and there's like, yeah, they will be slowly moving up with us. Probably have them stay like, try and keep them about 10 feet in front of everybody.
I'm gonna snuff out the candle that I had and stick it back in my bag. But as we walk, I'm gonna try and look for like a torch by like the fallen guard or like the skeletons or like on the ground. Just keep my eye out.
Gotcha.
But do we want to go to our left over there, or do we want to go up right? It looks like it starts to curve as we go around to the right.
I might want to check that card out and see what killed. See if we can figure out what killed everybody in here.
I'm gonna stealth and check to the left side.
I'm gonna make an
Alright, go ahead and give me a
investigation on the
stealth check.
bodies.
I bend over and I just start, you know. Actually, I take my axe and I just start moving bones aside and stuff like that, not really being that quiet.
Okay. Togo, as you're giving like the once over looking at it, you can just see that these workers just are dressed in like torn clothing, and they seem to have just been ripped apart from the wounds that you can kind of just see. Lindsay, as you kind of make your way off towards the western direction, you can see a bit of like silhouettes down the hall towards your west. We're in this direction, and you'll hear like a
There are more threats.
What did you see? Kind of keeping my voice down.
I heard more undead.
Okay. Did it sound like they were, or did you actually see them, or did you just hear them?
No, but I can see them if they're coming near us.
Do I hear it? Or her?
no. Well, yeah, you'll hear her. You won't hear it. I was answering the first part of the question until you rephrased it.
Where are they at, Alencia?
What'd you say?
Which direction?
To the west from the entrance.
Okay. Hey, was that merciful hands meant for me earlier?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, by the way, that was a good heal.
Well, if we want, I can use our friend here, and we can check out what's up ahead to the north. We say that there's definitely something coming from the southwest. We can check out the northeast here, and I'm going to take a knee and get into the eyes of my owl and tell him to start flying down this corridor to the northeast here.
Okay.
Slowly start flying over to here.
All right, I'll uncover a little bit more. Okay. And are you peering through your owl's eyes?
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm
you'll
looking. Yeah,
see,
this I can look in here through him.
You'll see like a decent amount of like stones shining in various of the colors that we were described earlier. Not to mention a bunch of tools sitting around, mining picks, shovels, and in the wagon you can see a bunch of extra tools, more picks, more shovels, torches, rope, and let me just double check because I think there was something else in there. Oh, a couple of like half-eaten rations.
I'll have him communicate to him to fly back, and as soon as he starts flying back, I'm gonna break and stand up. Well, it looks like it's a mining a mining spot there to the northeast. Yellow, blue, red gems. A, a cart. The cart seemed to be functioning. Like this one's broken. That one looked to be functioning and okay. Correct.
Yep.
Looked to be an actual intact cart with some rope and uh, some partially eaten rations and things of that nature. A few more dead bodies and just a mining area, but nothing super out of the ordinary.
Okay. So I guess we need to head on west then.
Yeah. So did you
Let's go deeper in.
Weapons drawn.
would you like a scout ahead of time, or do you want to do it yourself, Valencia?
I can do it just fine.
I'm gonna kind of stealth up with Valencia too.
Go ahead and give. Okay, you did. Thank you. So it's like you're making your way forward, Valencia. You'll see down the north path appears to be clear for as far as you can see, curving back up towards your northeastern direction. And then you can hear this undead humanoid steps into your line of sight.
I hide behind this wall.
And as it does, like you'll see it kind of just like hands and arms like swaying with no any sort of indication of life whatsoever. And as you step behind like the wall, it'll like give like a look over, but as it does, you'll just being unable to see it from this point of view, just hear like,
I'm going to point at Valencia and use message and say, let's hit it and then run back and grab Zanashi and Modar before it sees us. Do I see her have any reaction to that?
Well,
I
me
mean, the
and
room's still pretty well lit up with the dancing lights.
yeah, that's what I
So
was saying.
he can describe it.
Did it look like the zombie had its attention caught by something?
Uh, you're really kind of unable to tell that just from being out of like the line of sight, but judging from like the footsteps, it just kind of appears to be wandering aimlessly in its location, just going back and forth, kind of like swaying from side to side kind of thing.
I'm gonna find a rock and throw it past him, like in this general area.
uh So it's like you pick up a rock and like chuck it down. Just give me an athletics check. Let's see how far you can throw it. And which way are you throwing it?
Well, I'm peeking out of this corner and then throwing it past him.
Okay. Just want to double check, make sure.
Athletics. Okay.
So as like it kind of goes by, like it lands just behind the undead, and as it kind of click 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 click, it kind of bounces behind it just a bit more, it'll turn its head following the sound and take a step towards the rock, in the direction that it went.
And then I'll
Do I see that one, or is it far enough in the lights for me, or is this just Valencia that can see that one?
At that point, I think 30. I mean, you would see it like dimly, like so where it's like kind of like half covered. You see like where like it's noticeable, but like some of it's missing. It would kind of just be in like that dim light area. So you can see it, but it's just not like your full sight like you have the other one.
Okay.
What's the height in here?
In the room that you're in, roughly 30 foot.
And like the tunnels and stuff that are going around.
They
Are-
kind of dip back down to or a 15 foot, and then that's about as far as you can see. In the room where you were in previously with the owl, you can see that it has a bit of an increase, but not nearly as much as this room. Probably only about 5 foot. So about 20 foot in that room in total.
I'm gonna motion to Togo. I don't know if I can respond with that same spell, but
No, but you can motion to me, and I can see what you generally do.
yeah, I'm just gonna come closer to you and just go. Maybe we can avoid them for now. If we're all quiet.
I don't think Zanashi will be quiet.
Why are you right? Alright. In that case, just get their
Actually-
attention while I sneak up on them.
I figured we'd use crossbows and shoot them from afar. Make them come to us. And by that point, we can alert Zanashi. Actually, stay here for a second. And I'll sneak across over here, and I'll point at Modar and say, Modar, come down here, but
I'm still rummaging through the bones and shit.
Clink, 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 clink.
it looks like there's some kind of zombie, or at least maybe two, I can't quite tell. Valencia was thinking of trying to sneak past them, but we don't think Zanashi would try and sneak past.
No, that's definitely not gonna work.
I figured we'd try and surprise them and shoot some crossbows and maybe throw down some fireballs or firebolts and then get Zanashi before she goes running in.
I might be able to use my friend to lure them out here, and we can take some shots at them when they come out. They can move. She can move pretty fast.
So far, they've reacted to like rocks and stuff, so I think we can use those to kind of move them. Do you think you could move one of your lights in the room and see what they do when it moves in there?
Absolutely.
How far can they go from you?
Let me double check that. I've got a 120 foot range, but they have to stay within 60 feet of each other.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. They have to be within 20 feet of each other, and I can move them up to 60 feet. So yeah, as a bonus action, I can move them 60 feet, but they have to stay within 20 feet of each other. So if you want to light that room that those zombies are in up, we can light that room up. That's not a problem.
just so we can see behind him and see if there's anything else.
Just be ready to. Let's be ready to take shots when we do.
Honestly, they're not that smart. I don't think they'll.
All right.
She has a
Outside.
crossbow out.
I'll send Alencia a message. Using message. Alencia, are you ready?
I nod.
I will send my dancing lights into that room.
And so as you line them up, Zanashi, the light will like kind of dissipate from your area, and you're left in a bit of darkness, just seeing the light coming from the entrance of the mine. And Modar, as you kind of put the lights down the room, peering around the corners, Alencia, you'll see a bit farther, but just from your angle, but you all will see a group of undead, and they will look up towards the lights as they kind of peer into the room, and you'll just hear, and they'll begin trying
maybe not.
clawing at it.
So I noticed a light leave from the area I'm at.
Correct.
I turn around and start checking out where the hell everybody's going.
Just like kind of in like very, like in like the shadows, you can see Alencia off to your left side.
Hey, Alicia. Why do you be quiet?
And then from the angle you're at, you can kind of see where like the light is going down the tunnel towards like the southwestern direction, and you just see a bunch of undead clawing up towards where these lights are, unable to touch them. Just
As soon as I see any sort of physical reaction from Tanashi, I will shoot my poisoned crossbow.
Well, you see some reactions. My eyes get real big.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. I said any physical reaction.
I start twitching.
I motion my hand towards the others, and then I fire my crossbow.
all right.
I will also fire my crossbow.
Charge!
So right as each of you take aim, Zanashi yells charge. Will each of you give me your crossbow attacks and let me know which one you each are hitting?
Would this
Okay,
be like?
Oh, your guys' colors are really close. Was that ping you, Alencia?
Oh, I can change colors, can't I?
Yeah, it went too quick. I
Oh,
imagine you're
no.
hitting the south one, and then Togo, I imagine that you're hitting that one.
yes.
Okay. So the 17. Okay, and then your attack roll there, Alencia, at 14. Both are hits. Will you both give me your damage rolls, please?
Is it possible for me to get a firebolt off? So the moving the lights was a bonus action, not an action.
Yeah, I mean, as like they're yelling charge, you know, Zanashi's maneuver or what she at least intends to do, and the others are both shooting crossbows. I'll let you get the attack off as well. It is a 12 on the save, so that will get extra damage from you, I believe. Alencia.
Oh,
I think
wait.
they just become poisoned.
Oh yes, that's right. So that means they have disadvantage. Okay.
I thought that was damage, not the actual roll.
So unfortunately, Modar's is a miss, and Togo, that what you rolled is damage.
Yes.
Yep. So I'll just need your. Oh, okay. You rolled a 17 above. Okay, I see it. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right. So that is 5, and then this one is poisoned, and then
Is Zanashi getting to move as part of a surprise round?
Well, I'll allow her to move forward as she yells charge. And Modar, yours is a miss, unfortunately. So Zanashi, go ahead and make your movement.
All right, as I start to charge, I do want to go in with my rage. How much movement am I getting?
30 foot. So as
Okay.
each of you, Togo and Alencia, you both pop off a couple shots with the crossbows. Both of you hitting your target. You can see that it does a decent amount of damage to each of them as like a piece just like falls as Alencia connect him to the shoulder and its like left arm just completely comes off and falls to the ground. And it's just kind of like waddling a little bit towards your direction. And Togo, you hit like squared in the chest. You can see it have a little bit of an effect, but it's able to keep moving. Modar, as you throw in your attack, it just like kind of fizzles out as soon as it leaves your hand. And Zanashi begins to charge forward as she shouts, "Charge!" And this is where we're gonna go ahead and take a small break.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then when we get back, we'll roll initiative.
Ah, yes, I get to re-roll that. Beautiful.
Yep, you guys will get the reroll. I'm just gonna have it up, and then that way we can get it ready to go when we're back and good to go.
Sounds good.
All right, so I'll be back in just a moment. I'm usually the last one back, so I'll be back in no more than 5 minutes. So see you all in just a couple of seconds. Woo. All right. And we are back. So, some good initiative rolls. We have.
Don't patronize me.
Okay, I won't.
I think you're talking about
Yeah,
mine.
it was really good initiative rolls. The way I like it.
Yeah, it averages out nicely.
I think the only ones we were missing was Togo's.
I'm above Valencia.
Yeah, you just didn't select your token. That's all.
Oh,
Yeah,
I select my token. It adds in an initiative roll.
Yep,
What?
it'll add it automatically. Like when you select it and then roll initiative, it'll add it to the turn order for me. I mean, I can add it manually. It's not anything difficult, but you know.
Oh, I will definitely be doing that. So,
So we start
I'm
with
assuming
you,
I'm gonna
sir.
start at. I'm gonna once again take a shot at the same zombie I took a shot at before. The 16.
16 hits.
For some reason, damage I have to double click, but not hit. But
9. And that's enough to take it down. Anything you'd like to add?
I'd like to shoot it somewhere in the face, but then I'm just gonna scoot up. Classic zombie killing, probably hit it in the skull.
Yeah, so right when you like shoot the crossbow, hitting it right between the eyes, like you can see it just fall as soon as it makes impact.
And then I'm gonna move up here, and that will be my turn.
All right, which brings us to this one. Make its way over towards you, Zanashi, just like kind of snarling and like swiping at the air as it does so. You can see life just drained from its eyes, blank as it makes its approach. It's your turn.
Oh, he's not attacking. Okay.
Nope, they don't have much movement speed. Undead sucks in moving wise.
Well, in that case, I am about to destroy this guy.
Right, a 9 is a hit.
Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, that's max damage, ain't it? Yes, it is.
All right, any flavor you'd like to add to that one as it's dead?
As it walks up to me, as soon as it gets within range, I am going to take the axe and come down on his right as where his neck and shoulder connect and just slice through him and split him in half.
You do, it'll just like kind of fall and just and let me make a check. Yeah, okay. And it dies.
And with that, I'm raging, so I'm not really thinking of tactics other than I want to kill shit. So I just charge to the next closest one, and then I'll end my turn there.
Sounds good. Which brings us to you, Modar.
All right. I'm gonna move up the 10 feet to here. And I should be able to see that one just south, I believe, of Zana.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
room's lit up from your dancing lights.
And I'll take a shot at that one with firebolt.
All right.
What's the green dot on that one?
It's poison, so it has disadvantage.
Gotcha.
All right, the 15 will hit. And just double checking, which one were you attacking again? The green dot?
The one. Yep.
All right. And as like you hit it, you can see that it's like burned away, but somehow it's still clinging on to whatever life force is holding it here. Anything else?
I will send a message to the owl to check the northern, to fly over here to this northern passage and check and see if there's anything in there. Carefully.
I know it's supposed to have a separate initiative, but we'll add it to yours. So you can move the owl if you'd like.
How do I do the multiple? There's 25. Okay, there we go. All right. So that's.
I helped.
Yeah, thanks.
You can do the same thing from your token select. So like if you just like left click and hold it, it'll have the same as that ruler for you.
All right, gotcha. Cool.
This one, as you approach Zanashi, will go ahead and take a couple of swings at you, raising its fist into the air and slamming down towards the ground. Wow, both eights for the attack, which are misses.
Yeah, I just like
that was like the disadvantage. They're both with the dice
Yeah.
were an 8.
I just kind of nonchalantly move out of the way of its attack.
Alright. And while that one's swinging down, it's gonna move. And wanting its prey will go ahead and attempt to slam at you for a 10 to hit. Which
And miss. And
misses.
as he tries to slam me, I just kind of knock his hands off away as he puts them out towards me.
As you dodge the 2 attacks, stepping out of the way of one and then pushing the hands away from the other, it becomes Elincia's turn.
She will run over. And slash at the zombie behind the zombie attacking Valencia.
Got it.
Okay.
Nice roll.
What was a nice roll.
So just kind of before, like the same thing that happened when you had stabbed the kobolds, the poison seems to have little to no effect as you sink in the blade.
Okay.
Is that actually critical damage?
Yep.
Yes. Well, so as it's sort of stuck in him, she'll just uh, kick its legs down as she draws her quarterstaff.
11's a hit.
So I bring him to its knees, flavor-wise, and then rip the sword out, putting it away.
Gotcha. So you pull out the sword, landing the kick. Is that it for the end of your turn?
That was only 1d6 rolled for that damage on the crit.
Yeah, and then the +2 is the other d6. So if you
Oh,
hover over the 2.
I thought the +2 was her. I thought the weapon was a +2 weapon.
No, it adds a. If you hover over the 9, you'll see that it says +3 dex, then +2 from the modifier.
So it was 4 plus 3 plus 2.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, and then it's an 11. Okay, so it's 11 total damage. All right.
Correct.
Yeah, that'd be it.
All right. And stepping forward, we'll appear yet another zombie. Move to here and take a swing at you, Zanashi. 14, which we know is a miss. Moving us this. We'll actually have to go here. And then take a swing at you, Alencia, for a 10. These zombies are awesome.
Yeah.
The one down to your southwest taking a swing at you, Alencia. There we go. Natural 20
Oh, goody.
for a total of 6 damage.
Sick.
Is it a 1d4 damage?
No. Sadly. That one will get to here, and then back to the top of the turn order with Dogo.
I'm gonna move up to, I guess. I will move up to here, and then the one that I see that Alencia poison that's just dripping, I am going to use Vicious Mockery on and tell it that it is. I can smell it from over here. Oh.
Cut real deep to that one.
10. So it looks at you, and it'll just go, and you can see it. It kind of just, as its head cocks to the side, and then it falls.
Alright, and that'll be my turn.
This one's dead, bringing us to Zanashi.
The one to my south, I want to try to chop his head off.
All right.
Damage finally.
So as you sink in your great axe into like its neck, it gets about halfway through, and its head just dangling there, kind of gurgling, unable to make like the full effect sound. And then you pull the axe away.
Yeah. Crowded. That's why I missed. For chopping your head off. Yeah, I'm waiting my turn.
Modar.
Alright, well, I will send a firebolt at that one that Zanashi just attacked.
All right. Nice hit. And it's still holding on as it kind of becomes encased in the fire for just a tad bit. And you can see its charred flesh and begin to smell that like seared hair and flesh smell.
Are these guys the more juicy zombies, or
Yes,
are they
they're
like
more
dry?
flesh-like than
Juicy.
the skeletal remains that you had seen on like the Minotaur.
From now on, we must measure every single encounter as a juice level.
Mm-hmm.
From a 10 out of 10 rating system.
Modar, these guys are a little juicy for fire. They may not burn very well.
Oh, everything burns if you get hot enough. And I will send a telepathic message to my friend that if basically warn us if anything comes from that way, and tell her to kind of take it's gonna start like a circular pattern type of thing in here, and just kind of flying around to check and
Got
make
it.
sure nothing comes through there. And that will be my turn.
This one's dead. This one, see who it's focusing. Go after Yuzanashi. Missing wildly as you quickly dodge out of the way yet again. And then it brings us to Alencia. You've become quite surrounded. Enemies on four sides of you as you straddle this dead zombie.
Are you there,
What
Lancia?
happened? Are you muted?
Oh, my bad. I accidentally turned up the volume to the music. All right.
Ouch.
Yep. So, yeah, she's gonna turn and hit this guy with her quarterstaff broom awesome thing. What the frick? What?
That's the
Yeah.
second 8 we've rolled.
That's a nat 1.
8 is a hit.
No, that's a nat 1.
It's not a critical fail.
Oh, is it not?
No, I don't do it that way.
What is he rolling? Oh, he's rolling. Never mind. I thought he was rolling an attack roll.
It is an attack roll, but like if it still meets the AC, I count it. You guys like literally like can't miss
Ye-
these in theory.
Yeah, obviously I wouldn't miss. I mean, come on.
Wait, didn't Modar miss with an 8 earlier?
Did he?
Yeah, it was an 8 on a nat 1.
Oh,
It was something else, but I don't think it was a zombie. I think it was something else.
Yeah, it was.
on these
It
ones
was
in
a kobold.
particular.
I think it was during,
Wait.
during
Oh, yeah,
our
no, yeah.
zombie encounter.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
well.
was. Yeah, my
me
firebolt
double
missed.
check.
Yeah, at 8.
Well, if I said it missed before, then I'll just say it missed again on this one. But I will double check because never mind. I'm thinking of skill checks. I'm being dumb. Not attack rolls. I'm sorry. That's a miss.
Oh, all right.
Clue was right on like
Oops.
what he was saying. I was just being an idiot.
Well, am I very happy
I
for
know.
you to be proven wrong? Out of all the times to be proven wrong. All right. Then I'll start kicking again
Yeah.
at the zombie a week
Yep,
earlier.
that's a miss.
Okay. Well, that's reasonable.
Move that to the front for you. A little easier to see. Oh, as this kick lands, you see it kind of just like stick in with the heel right into its like upper thigh, and it just will like.
While my heel is stuck, I'm gonna jump up with my other foot and knee him in the face.
All right, nice.
And then I twist my heel off, push him away.
And that's enough to take this one down. Yep. And another zombie falls.
I'm gonna remain right here, and that's it.
All right, and this one to your west will attack you, Valencia, for a 17
Yep, it's
for 6 damage to you. It slams its fist down both on either side, on each shoulder, just you see it like kind of just like it's some of its flesh kind of fall onto your tuxedo, and then it'll pull its hands away just as the one to your south, Zanashi, raises its hands, attempting to hit you for a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 4 damage to you as it slams its fist down into your head.
That was me, right?
Yep. So halved because you're raging is 2 damage. The one to your north, Alencia, will attack you for 15.
miss.
All right, this one's dead. This one will step forward to the path that was kind of cleared, stepping over, straddling, and attempting to hit Zanashi for an 11, which is a miss. And back to Togo.
I'm going to pull out my rapier and try and stab the one just below Zanashi through the throat into the back of the spinal cord, or into the back of the spine.
All right, 12's a hit. Nice, max damage roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to add to it?
Since it's max damage, I'd like to go through the spine and have it kind of limp over sideways. The head limp over sideways as it breaks off, but there's probably still flesh connecting it.
Just a tad bit, and then as you kind of remove the sword, you can hear it kind of like popping just a tad bit as you could see the threads of skin beginning to snap away. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Zanashi. Modar, you're up next.
I'm going to take out this one directly in to my west. God dang, what's up with all these nat ones rolling out now?
I found this cool switch where instead of me getting nat 20s, I can give you guys nat 1s.
Ah,
Let's get him out early here. Or not early, but like now.
Can I punch this thing as a bonus action?
I don't believe so.
I had to ask. That's it for me.
The Monkarian.
Modar.
All right. If I'm gonna, I guess I will take a step up here. And can I get a clear shot at the one to the southwest of Zanashi?
It won't be like a perfectly clear, but it's definitely, you can definitely see. It won't be any mechanical differences. Zanashi's more focused on I believe the one to the west is the one that she attacked.
Yes. So yeah, I'll take a shot at that one with firebolt.
All right, the 11's a hit.
All right, and that will be my turn.
God dang it. It should be at this. Anything for your owl, or just repeating the same?
Yeah, I'm not. I've already told him if anything comes, let me know. I'm not. Yeah, until I hear a hoot or something, he reacts to something. I'm not. Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Is this zombie even at advantage swinging at Alencia is a 10, which is a miss, which brings us to your turn there, ma'am.
All right, I will not critically miss. It's a north zombie.
That is not a critical miss.
Nice damage.
And I'll bonus attack hit it.
Nice. For 5 more. You hit it once with the quarterstaffing, and then you punch it again, connecting, and you can see its jaw become quite unhinged, and it's still holding on.
Really annoys me.
Well, not my turn, but zombie's turn. I guess kind of my turn.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Trying to slam down on you, and let's not talk about that with the natural 1. Going to the next one is dead. The one to your north, 16. Say miss or hits?
Miss.
Gotcha. I believe you have a 17. If I remember correctly. Might be higher now.
It's 7.
And then this one to your southwest, Zanashi, swinging at you. That is a natural 20 for 5 damage. So halved is 2. Worth.
Yeah, you get all those nat 20s out now.
Go ahead, Togo.
Okay, I'm gonna scoot up, and can I just slide my rapier in between Alencia and the wall right there? At the guy to her north?
I'll say it like provides like a little bit of cover because it's kind of like pretty much diminishing like that entire square. But yeah, you can still attempt to hit it.
Okay. I will.
Not that they have like a high AC anyway, so yeah, 17
Do you
is
want
good.
disadvantage or?
No, I just kind of give it like half cover. Even if I gave it full cover, you'd be fine. Pretty sure even at disadvantage, you'd still hit it.
I would think so.
Right, let me make a check. All right, and this one is down as well. Is that your, oh, never mind.
And then that'll be my turn.
All right, Zanashi. After every time you wound one, get them really close, Togo just kind of appears out of nowhere, peek, and bricks them in vital points in order to drop them.
Out of my west.
25's a hit.
God damn, my damage is going down. Another minimum damage.
But as you sink into it with your elf mutilator, you can see that you've wounded it quite severely, even with that attack not penetrating as far as you'd like.
That's it.
Reroll ones on your damage or not?
I don't think so.
The last time I looked, I don't remember. I don't think he has great weapon fighting or anything like that.
Okay, that's what that was. Yeah, I know there was some sort of ability related to barbarians.
I think
and
that's what
Hadlor.
it is. I'm not.
I had it on my last character.
Yeah.
Goliath, but it was a feat.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a feat. Anything else for your turn, though?
Oh, that's it.
All right, Modar and Mr. Owl.
All right. Taking a shot at that same one I did last time to the southwest of Zanashi with Firebolt.
Okay. All right, for 9 damage as the firebolt hits it directly in the chest. Any movement?
And that's no, I'm not moving.
All right. And unless you tell me that your owl's going to do anything else, I'll just keep it in the same thing for now. This attack towards you, Alencia, is a 22.
Yep.
And a nice total of 2 damage. Whittling you down. It's your turn. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. It doesn't have it at advantage. Okay, yeah, so it's still a 22 because the other one is an 8. First one was a 22.
Well,
Just to thought I messed up there, but I still would have been a hit.
to get my sweet revenge for that 2 damage, I'm gonna attack back.
All right. Ooh, good way to answer it back with
That
the natural
2 damage
20.
really pissed you off.
I don't like getting hit. I see.
Anything you'd like to add to it? Yeah, more than enough to take it down.
It's just a natural way of movement to just notice a very vital and weak point about the specific zombie. It's just a simple upward motion of the staff to break its final fragile bones on its neck, and the head hits the ceiling. It comes right back down on him.
So as the head kind of soars up almost 15 foot into the air, you can see it kind of hit, which like it'll and get kind of stuck for just a moment, and then you'll hear it go as it falls down and then just hits the zombie almost directly where you dislocated the head from, and then it'll just fall to the floor.
And then I turn around and punch this other zombie in the face, knowing it's about to attack me.
All right, the one to your west.
Yeah.
And 10 is a hit. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, and it is that one's turn. So as you kind of connect with it, it'll like just like open its mouth, and without even letting out a sound, just swing forward with all of its might, and missing you wildly with 13.
Yep.
That one's dead. Let me make sure that I didn't mess that up for any. Okay, yeah. And this one will attack use Zanashi. Swinging forward. 19 to hit.
Yep.
For 6 damage, halved for 3. As it connects, you're able to like just brush it off, even though like it makes an impact. It's unable to like break your skin or give any sort of major wound. Becoming Togo's turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna sneak by through Alencia and over
I'm
the
going
other
to throw
zombie.
my leg out if he comes this way.
No.
My
I'm
kill.
going the opposite. And then I'm going to stab at the zombie in front of Alencia.
All right, that's where you want to move. Are you sure? If you're trying to go for
Ye-
advantage, you got to go down one.
Oh.
It has to be like
that
directly
was-
across.
You're right.
But for the 19, that is a hit.
And then is it gonna appear? Yes. Okay. It just took a second. 8 damage.
Nice. So as you make your way around Alencia and then sink your rapier into this zombie, it will just kind of look over its shoulder and not seeing anything. You'll see it just snap its head back towards Alencia.
Alright, and that'll be my turn.
Zanashi, claim your glory.
I'm going to swing my axe underhanded coming from the bottom up. And I want to slice this damn thing from its balls to its throat.
All right, go ahead and give me that natural one. All right, dang it.
And it happens.
Minimum damage. Oh, no, that's not even.
And it does. You slice this one in half from its balls to its throat. It'll just fall one side to the right and the other to the left. So you make a clean cut right through it.
And I'm going to charge at the other zombie. And I'm going to use all of my movement. So I'm charging through it. So I don't know how you're going to work that.
So you're going to attempt to charge through the zombie?
I'm going to run smack through his square and through him. Whether that knocks me down or knocks him down, or I succeed and go, I'm going to try to do that.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check. I believe you have it at advantage, so this will work out hopefully in your favor.
Oh, I definitely needed an advantage with that roll.
So, Zanashi, just after you slash through this one and its pieces fall right in half, you like snarl towards the remaining zombie, and as you charge forward, you kind of like slightly catch your foot on one of the undead that lays on the floor, which kind of breaks your momentum, and you just kind of hit the zombie, and as it kind of brushes its hand off to the side, you do fall backwards right to your butt. To be perfectly honest, it wasn't even that hard of a DC to beat. I rolled a 10.
Dude, I've got a +6. And, I mean, if I can't roll better than 2s and 1s, I mean, I don't deserve a epic conclusion.
So after slashing that one in half, Modar, or Zanashi, and getting knocked down to your butt, Modar, it becomes your turn.
I'm just going to step up here and fire a firebolt at that one. That last one standing.
While it's a hit, it kind of just like brushes against it, not doing that much, having that much of an effect.
It's too juicy. Like I said, they don't burn well.
And yeah, that'll be everything for my turn.
All right, Valencia, you can do it. I've already got the other music playing. I'm ready.
Ready for what?
You to kill this zombie.
Nat 1.
Oh, well, I was planning to heal myself.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna hit him instead.
Nice.
Oh, are you hurting pretty bad?
And that'll do it.
Yep. So I will just use my staff to just push him away and have him trip over Togo, and then
Oh, hold out 1 foot as you push him away.
yeah,
1 tiny little foot.
and then as he's tipping over, I slam my quarterstaff up against him, and have his skull hit the wall behind Togo.
And as this one kind of like hits the wall, you'll just hear it kind of splat as like it hits and then falls.
Then I will heal myself.
How is Alencia looking?
It's like at
Health-wise.
70%.
Okay. Haven't seen the last one of them fall down. I'm gonna kind of try and sneakily look around and walk up to this corner and see if I see any more walking around or.
So, go ahead and give me your stealth check, but Alencia, I will say, you will notice, this bluish hue kind of coming down from your southwest.
Yeah, I guess I would be curious enough.
Kind of poke around this corner here.
And then, like, eventually, where the dancing lights from Modar begin to fade, you will see a dim light coming around from the northwestern corner from you, Togo.
A dim light? Is it like a just normal firelight?
Yeah, it seems to be like a candle or like a torch lit around the corner.
I'm gonna try and peek around the corner then and see if I see somebody. Just kind of poking my head out, not really going out, but.
Yeah. Valencia, from this point, can you go ahead and give me a perception check, please? Nice.
What is this?
You see nothing. So as you look around, you can see where some of the gems appear to be picked clean from the walls that surround the room, even extending off as far as this. You can see in where like this bluish light is, but this bluish hued light seems to be centralized on a point on the wall. And as you look over towards it, you can see that the south and then extending down to the east walls have been engraved with what appears to be random lines scattered about, some having symbols along the paths, and one that ends in where the blue light is emitting.
I guess she would go check it out further.
Go ahead and give me well, if you're gonna touch it, go ahead and give me an investigation check. If you're just gonna look at it, I've given you the information that I can give you.
Okay. Well, first she's gonna clear this imaginary fog of war.
Yep, I'm clearing it as quick as I can. Whoop-ah.
Cool. Not just gleaming for any sort of meaning towards it.
So if you'd like to touch it, go ahead and give me an investigation check. If not, seems that you'll need a bit of help.
Modai starts to wander towards this light. And he will use message to send Alencia, to talk to Alencia. So, what have you found?
So, right as you're stretching out and running your hands along these paths, you can see where it eventually ends into like that, like where the light is emitting from. And as you touch it, you feel a bit of coolness, and your hand almost feels a bit wet. And then it kind of hits you. The indication of the mine ending in water, where this ship that you all seek seems to be at least submerged, or at least part of it seems to be submerged. This incoherent amount of lines is actually seems to be a map of the mine.
Okay.
And once you kind of figure it out, you can see that the northwestern leads up to your northern path, from your cardinal direction. Your northern path will lead to a bunch of gems and paths, and one symbol showing a skull in one of the middle of the rooms. And then the northeastern path towards where Modar's owl is, you can see where there appears to be a bunch of more mining locations, and eventually ends wrapping back around towards the blue light.
So is the whole map glowing, or just this one specific
More
point?
like the map is like kind of like hued in the light, but like the light is coming from where appears to be, like when you touch it, appears to just be water, or feels to be water.
Okay. Uh, she would go, all right, well, there's two paths. One of them leads to some sort of place where there's a skull and there's more gemstones, where Togo is, and the other seems to be more mining related and wraps back around.
So this actually kind of gives me like a decent excuse to like share this. While this isn't going to be exactly what is portrayed for you guys in this area, this will give you at least a rough description.
Yeah. So it's up to you whether you want to check out the one with the skull or the one with the water first.
And the one with the water is where the boat is correct? Is the boat shown on the map or not?
I don't
No,
see it.
this is more of just like kind of like I guess what you can call an outline.
I got you. Well, you said there was a skull in one area, so I wasn't sure if the boat was shown in another or not.
Gotcha.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, this definitely seems to be a crude map of our mine here. This in particular looks like it could be nasty. And I will kind of point towards Togo and try and send him a message, knowing he's roughly up north. Togo, you find anything up there?
I'll do the same back and say there's some kind of light up ahead. I'm gonna go check it out real quick, and I'll slowly pad my way around the corner.
I'll look at Alencia. Well, seems to be more light to the north.
Well, then I assume we will check everything out eventually.
I have a feeling we will have to. We've been hired to clear the mine of whatever these ghosts and things are in here. So that's
I
what we
come
must
over.
do.
Step right over into that, whatever that is.
Oh, it's a chandelier.
Oh, okay.
So like you'll see like this chandelier with a variety of candles, or various amounts of candles, kind of like upon it, like hanging up on the top. All the candles nearly burnt out, giving off just that bit faint of light as you look towards and just see yet another dead miner to the north.
I bet this is probably lit from that group we met coming back. They probably lit it, and then all of the undead were further back in, and then they all came running out when the group came in and disturbed them.
It is possible. We did find a map on the wall. It did show some skulls. It depicts a skull in the room ahead on this path. So
Are
it's
you
hard to
sending
say.
this to me with message?
I'm
Or
coming.
are
Yeah. Well, where's that conversation we were having? We're slowly working our way up behind you now.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you're going super fast through here.
No, but hearing that, I will poke my head around this corner. I'm assuming Zanashi's not trying to be quiet.
Yeah, I don't really care about being quiet.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Togo and Zanashi. So while the light kind of dissipates as you escape Modar's dancing lights and then the lights from the chandelier, you do see a very dimly lit purple light that seems to be coming from the ground. Not enough to give any light towards the room, but just like a faint hue. It's about 15 to 20 feet away from you. Down
I
the
said
path.
green. You said green?
Purple.
Purple.
Oh, purple.
I'm going to
I'm
snuff
gonna
out
move towards
4
it.
of those candles in the chandelier with prestidigitation. And I still haven't seen a torch on the ground, have I?
Nope. I mean, as a player, the only one that was described was in the cart up back at the beginning, but Modar didn't tell you.
Yeah, no.
Hold on 1 second, Zanashi. So, as you kind of step forward, right where like these purple lines in the ground are kind of getting up, emitting that like little bit of light, a bit of purple smoke will begin to emit from the ground. And can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
That's due for a better roll.
So you feel yourself become a bit weak for just a brief moment, but you're able to shake it off. And Togo, being a bit away, you can kind of see. Oop. Oh, I can't undo it. All right, I'll have to find another one. But you can see like where the fog is emitting.
So there's a fog. Where's it coming out of?
Meh. I tried to add it to the map layer, but it like effed it up. So gotta just add it to the token layer. There we go.
So it's just there that the fog is.
Yeah, it's kind of like emitting in like about like a 20-foot by 20-foot cube coming up out of the ground. But you can see it like engulfing Zanashi, but you don't know if it has any effect on her or not yet.
Are you okay? You're standing in a weird cloud.
Fine.
What?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. It's a weird kind of foggy purple cloud. I've never seen something like that.
Nothing. Come on.
Can I sense its like properties from here?
You can give me an Arcana check.
That's magical. All right.
It seems
Wait.
to be like a rune trap engraved into the floor. You can see that the property, or not like see them, but you can tell that the properties like identified most with the rune that you can kind of see on the ground to be enchantment. Some sort of spell from that school.
Oh, it's a trap.
What? Trap
Uh,
where? What are you talking about?
So now she just walked through it. Not sure what it does.
I'm gonna take a look over and see if I see it or can have any idea what he's talking about or what she's talking about.
Yeah, so as Zanashi kind of moves her way out of this like purple smoke, you can see like where it's like kind of emitting from like the runes engraved on the ground, as Alencia has pointed out. Not spreading it much farther than the area that you can see, but it does seem to be quite thick towards the center.
Do I recognize the runes or?
You can give me an Arcana check since Alencia didn't relay any of that information. Yep, you know the same thing. It's an enchantment school.
Well, I would be careful here. But I can see exactly where the rune is.
Correct.
Do I think if we don't step on the rune we'll be fine, or do I think there's a radius attached to it, or?
So basically, if you can avoid where like this purple hue of fog is, you're good.
Do we need to hold our breath?
I would definitely avoid that fog if possible.
I'm gonna try and sneak by up here, but I'm probably gonna get too close to it.
Yeah, that spot's no good, so you go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
Saving throw wisdom.
All right. So you can begin to feel the effects as like you kind of like feel it going in through your lungs, and as like your heartbeat starts to slow for just a bit, but then it shakes it off. You're good.
Actually, you know what I want to do? I am going to cast Mage Hand, and I want to have my Mage Hand go up and try and like scratch the rune, or try and like see if he can like erase it or do something with it like that. See if it's something that'll disappear that easily.
So it's like you kind of like start to like scratch at it. You can feel that it's engraved down into the floor. This probably was set up as like a defense, just in case.
All right. I've got a dagger. It's like, okay, so I don't think like a dagger. If I look at it, like from where I'm at, does it look like a dagger might be able to deactivate it? Like if I destroyed the rune or something, messed with it somehow.
It's a possibility.
I'll bring my mage hand over with a dagger and have it go down and try and like scratch it with the dagger and try and deface the rune.
I guess it would kind of fall under a sleight of hand check.
Whatever you want me to roll.
It's just like kind of thinking out loud. I think that makes the most sense.
What are you pansies waiting on? Are you coming or not?
There's a poison in the air. It'll be fine. Just give him a second.
You kind of like scratch into it. You can still see it emitting the smoke. Sanashi, as you step up forward, you can see where there becomes a slightly golden colored light appearing from the room before you. And with the light, I will uncover a bit more for you.
Pretty.
You can see it emitting from a shrine, a stone statue that sits upon the north side of the room.
Uh-oh, stone statue.
I
It's
know.
in trouble.
Every time that I put one in, I'm just like, I don't know why I do this with her.
Well, at least this one's stone. It's not like you didn't say like a pewter or something like that.
Yeah, but it's shiny, so I mean, he's gonna go for it.
My eyes lit up when he says a shrine.
With Modar, your dancing lights in the room, where like the smoke is, you can see a pile of rocks off to the west. Seems to have like fallen from the wall, smashing a couple of miners, and the skeleton's remains are still on the floor.
How much will we keep going if they're not coming?
Modar is gonna kind of look at the south, and it looks like this purple stuff is going everywhere, right? Like Modar's got no interest in stepping into this friggin' trap.
Like it, like kind of emits out like 15 to 20 foot. I mean, there seems to.
Looking to the south, does it look like this south corner right in front of Alencia? That looks like where that it's in that, correct? Just to her west.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bit, but I would actually say that it's not enough to cover more than half the square. It's like less than 25%.
Yeah, Valencia was gonna glide along the wall if Modar didn't come up with anything.
Yeah, no. It looks like we're gonna have to try and stay to the south of this and move carefully.
I'm following after Zanashi because I'd rather her not run ahead. And
So, Alencia, as you step there, you'll hear like some of the loose rocks kind of falling away, just as it falls down from the wall down to the floor. Zanashi and Togo, can each of you give me a perception check, please?
that I can. Perception.
So each of you from your southeast cardinal direction will hear a bit of like a, and you can see the light catch a figure, and a shadow is cast, but you cannot see the figure.
I'm charging, and I'm yelling,
And I'm gonna
charge!
send a message to my owl to start following and wait where the chandelier is, and warn us if anything comes in that area. And to be careful and fly high around the purple mist. Don't fly into it. It's a trap.
As you yell charge, which way are you going, Zanashi?
You said I heard it from the southeast?
Yep.
Well, as Alencia hears that, she's gonna take her attention away from the rocks and try to assist Zanashi.
I'm gonna kind of move a little bit into this corner or into the center of the room, looking around and mostly looking down where Zanashi's charging, but
So as you kind of come around the corner, still in a bit of the shadows, you can see this cloaked figure emitting a slightly gray smoke from all points of their body. And you can then see where the cloak almost turns into a face as it's just hovering and gliding slightly towards you, Zanashi. Its mouth opens, and you hear a and then that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session, and we'll pick it up next week with whatever the fuck this thing is.
Hooray! The charge technique works again.
So, with that, you guys have gotten through a decent amount of combat tonight, even though some of them were a bit squishy in comparison to what you guys can do totally. But I actually am surprised with how far you guys got through this. I thought it would be a 3 to 4 session thing. Now I'm thinking it might just be a 2 to 3. But yeah. Again, Pistol, just want to say thank you for giving or recommending the dungeon draft in order to like make these maps. I definitely enjoy the detail I can put into it, while they not necessarily are the best by any means, but I can put in a bit more than what I had before.
And I like it because it simplifies the process a little bit. If you're using, if you like you said you were using just your standard paint programs and stuff. Yep. It's a little more interactive.
But before we get out of here, does anybody have anything they'd like to say before we sign off?
I'm good. Good night, everyone.
Have a good one, everybody. See you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, fun session.
We're all still alive. We're all still alive. Let's keep it going.
I mean, we're only halfway through the dungeon.
Yeah, I would say maybe halfway. It depends.
We're gonna spend about 8 sessions investigating the boat, so.
Yeah, right. Like, how the fuck can we get this thing out of here? But for me, I'm still totaling up your guys' experience. You'll be handed your experience upon like your rest or your next rest, and so far it looks like we might get really close, or we might even hit level 5 by the end of this, depending on, you know, what you guys do, of course.
Ooh.
Kill everything.
That's almost 2,000 XP. Huh. That'll be a lot of things to kill. Depending on how hard this thing is.
To be perfectly honest, I tried to scale it what I thought was fair. I've tested this out like a few times. Not like this particular dungeon, but just like, you know, with like the long rest kind of thing, and you guys like having to spare your spells and not burn them like really quickly. But it should be fairly easy for the most part. I would hope.
Okay.
Unless you guys roll a lot of nat ones. I mean, as you saw, like some of the stuff you guys were fighting, like literally had like an 8 AC. Like,
True, but like we rolled 4 or 5 nat ones.
yeah, that's why I was thinking like the sessions are like while you guys are in here might take a little bit longer. It's always varied on the rolls, but just for me, before we get out of here, Sword Coast Soundscapes for the music that we heard tonight. 2-minute tabletops for the map assets that we saw. Dungeon Craft, Wonder Draft, they're not like partners or anything of mine, but I just want to give them a shout out because they make awesome programs. So you guys should check them out. Heroes One Discord channel, Ninja Monkey Discord channel, and Lady Loxer for the art, logo, and the character art that we see. Other than that, tomorrow night we have Tomb of Annihilation finally. It's been forever. Excited to get that going again. And then the rest of the week, more of Elista. If you liked what you saw, please drop a follow. Join us for more content. But everyone have a good week, and see you next time.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.